watching the Fanatics Flag Football Classic.
Okay.
And it was a lot of fun. Danny, Orlovsky, watch Tom Brady here for Stephon Diggs. Look at that move. The juke, and then look at that throw.
He's what, 40?
48.
48. God bless him, man. He's still, you know when Tom said I can go out there right now and light it up? He was right.
Yeah, they got destroyed, by the way. The NFL players don't know how to play this game nearly as well as the guys who play it regularly do. Now, we did have some great moments. That's Odell.
Yes.
The ball is smaller than an NFL ball, so these guys are catching it like it's a tennis ball.
Okay.
So he did that. DeAndre Hopkins also had a nice catch in this. Let the record show Team USA, which is the actual flag football players, dominated every game in which they were involved. But the fun of it was watching the NFL guys. That's DeAndre Hopkins, one-handed grab there. Again, it was a fun event to watch. The NFL guys need to learn the game better. Joe Burrow is way into it. Listen.
I've always wanted to play in the Olympics. I've never necessarily played an Olympic sport before, and so when this got announced, I was pretty excited about it. The opportunity to win a gold medal, that's something that I've thought about a moment like that for a long time since I was a kid. And, I think it would be something very special.
Do you believe, because flag football is now an Olympic sport, the Summer Olympics take place during the football season's training camp. Do you think that NFL players should be in the Olympics?
Green, can I first say, if I'm a USA flag football player and I watched those highlights this morning on Get Up, I'd be pissed off. They went undefeated.
Yes.
Always showed
they were tremendous.
They dominated. Always showed the NFL players. I look at this twofold. Watching those games this weekend, for one, those players dominated NFL players. So I think the aspect of should they be playing, are they going to be better than the other guys representing the USA in the Olympics? The second part is what you just said. This is during training camp. Dan, you're a general manager. You're a head coach. You're letting Saquon Barkley walk out and go train and go be an Olympic flag football player. We need you out here getting ready for the season. So to me, that's the hardest part of when it takes place. And I know it would be amazing to go compete, represent your country, and win a gold medal. But we're trying to win a Super Bowl. I don't want Joe Burrow out there making juke moves, trying to get away from guys in risk of injury.
I'm all for you, Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, whoever. Like building the moment, leading up to the Olympics, making
an appearance.
And making this as important as it seems a lot of people want it to. You're not playing. Yeah. If I have a say and I'm a general manager or a coach, you're not playing. If it's going to fall in training camp, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So,
you know who could play? Is Brady.
Yes.
Brady could play because he's 48. He's not on a roster. I just want to show one other thing. And Dan, if you see what I see, there was one play that I'm watching and I'm saying, I'm quite surprised that the NFL teams are comfortable with their guys doing this. Again, I enjoyed watching it, but show me the Devontae Smith play. So we're going to show you 3 angles of Devontae Smith jumping up. It's an incomplete pass. And I want you to watch the way his feet come down. Watch his knee in particular on the third. Look at this. So that was the second. Here's the third. Look at his leg just sort of catch in the ground there. I'm watching this, and I'm thinking to myself,
if you're Howie,
this makes me a little nervous. And then Joe Burrow here, like, I'm a little surprised that these guys, it's not a physical sport the way pro football is. Obviously, they're not hitting, although Luke Kuechly was hitting everybody. But there looked like some risk involved in this.
Of course. I mean, highly competitive people are always going to be highly competitive, whether it's this or chess. But I understand your point, and that's why, as much as I'm sure the NFL wants to support and invest in, I think I think when rubber meets the road, you're going to sit there and say, I'm not willing to allow you to risk significant injury.
Send players like me and Dan when we were playing in the league. Don't send the superstars. Send the J-Max and the Dan Orlovskys over there. We'll go represent. We'll go play because you may not need us as much during training.
To be clear, flag football is a significant priority for the National Football League right now, as well it should be. And it was a great deal of fun to watch. To your point, the guys who play it every single day know the nuances of the game, and they were outstanding to watch. But I was a little concerned that one of those guys from the NFL was going to get hurt. In the meantime, I want to get you to another player. You had the big position on Ty Simpson earlier today. Mel Kiper Jr. dropped his latest big board last week. You see Fernando Mendoza as the top player, and then you see Jeremiyah Love. I want to dispel people of the notion that this is not a good draft. It is a very good draft. It just isn't particularly strong in the traditionally glamorous positions. But there are some quarterback, receiver, pass rusher, some of those. But the Jeremiyah Love, in my opinion, and I think he's the best player. He just plays a position that no one wants to take all the way at the very top of the draft. So my question becomes, give me a team, J-Mac, I'll start with you, that should take Jeremiyah Love in the top 10 of this draft.
I could look at the top 10 teams, and I can make an argument that all 10 of them should draft Jeremiyah Love.
He makes everybody better immediately.
I would love to see him with the Commanders, and a lot of it is the fact that Jaden Daniels is their quarterback. You line him up next to him. They get down in the red zone. We talk about it all the time. That QB read where he gets the ball, Jaden Daniels puts it in the belly of Jeremiyah Love. Is he going to hand it off? Is he going to keep it? I think it would be an amazing pairing of those two guys because how dynamic the quarterback is, and then the weapon that Jeremiyah Love is. This guy can beat you from any part of the field. You go back and watch that USC game from a year ago. He was all over. Getting the ball, 5-yard gain looks like, turns into 50. So I think it would be fantastic to see him as a weapon.
Commanders' new offensive coordinator is David Blau.
Right.
He spent a chunk of his NFL career quarterback-wise with the Detroit Lions, who a couple years ago drafted a running back early in the first round, not as early as Love's going to go, and everyone was like,
why?
They're stupid. That young man's name is
Jahmyr
Gibbs. Jeremiyah Love is 3 inches taller. He's almost 15 pounds heavier here in the same 40 time. So if everyone now was okay with or is okay with the Lions taking Gibbs when they took him, Jeremiyah Love's going to be here, which is kind of what CMC did his rookie year, Saquon Barkley did his rookie year, Leonard Fournette, Gibbs. If I was the Giants at 5,
if he's still on the board at 5, and you're saying the Giants should take him.
Run to the podium because we have to stop saying Jeremiyah Love running back. Jeremiyah Love, instant offense. Weapon. Football player. He's a guy that you're going to hand it to probably 250 times and throw it to 80 times his rookie season.
And I like Tennessee because I think, to your point, the argument of they're more than a running back away, I think the fact that they lack offensive weapons even makes it a higher chance of getting a guy like Jeremiyah Love. They don't have those dynamic. Tony Pollard had a solid year at running back.
What's most important in Tennessee this year? Honestly,
development of the quarterback.
Absolutely.
And same with the Giants. And so you've got 2 young quarterbacks. Get them this dynamic weapon. I agree. We are 1 month to the day from the NFL draft. So let's do some draft prep for the big day by taking a close look at the quarterbacks. J-Mac is here. Dan Orlovsky is here. And Ty Simpson has been a fascinating person in this draft, going back to the middle part of the season where he seemed to be trending towards QB1. And then the season went on, and there became no question that Fernando Mendoza is going to be the first quarterback taken in this draft. Certainly that is at least the conventional wisdom, and Ty Simpson could fall anywhere in the first round. You have looked at the tapes. What are you seeing?
I think Ty Simpson is QB1. I think Ty Simpson is the